Hey, what's up everybody? I'm Hello Harry and welcome back to another video. I know it's been a while, but I'm back. Celebrations! Or not. Today we are going to be playing the May release of the PS5 version of Wreckfest. Now I've already done a video of this for the PS4, just saying how amazing I thought it was because it's just basically chaos and destruction. However, on this one I actually want to go into a little bit more detail because they have gone to some new depths in order to make it better. So for starters, obviously here I've got the Rammer RS up, and I don't know if it's because of the upgraded graphics or whether they've actually just remodeled the whole lot completely rather than upscale it. But the panels actually look like metal now, and the way the light reflects off of them looks absolutely fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. So it's just adding that little bit of realism. So let's get into this. Yeah, that's fine. Whatever, just start the event. There we go. So, other things that I've noticed whilst playing this is the fact that obviously you've got your ray tracing. I mean, look at the tarmac. The tarmac is looking absolutely fantastic. It is looking really realistic, actually. And also I've noticed as well, obviously, when you're sort of going through mud and dirt and everything else, you're leaving tyre prints and kicking up and there's little bits of rock and everything else. Everything just seems to be a little bit better. So, on top of that, let's get this going. There we go. So on top of that as well, there are some, obviously, features with the new PS5 DualSense controller. The brake pedal feels, well, there's a bit of resistance there, as though you are actually braking, in a proper car, which is fantastic. Hopefully this bit here will show the rocks kicking up and a little bit of the, if I can talk and concentrate at the same time, with a little bit of the indentation into the thing. Not the best one. I think I should have gone for a muddier one, but we'll go from there. But as I was saying, so basically the adaptive controller is brilliant, and the more your car gets damaged, the more the accelerator is actually affected. It's harder to push down and therefore harder to accelerate because your car is damaged, which is actually a really nice little touch. The only thing I have a real issue with is the speaker in the controller. That really winds me up. It sounds like an 8-bit. I don't know. It doesn't sound very good at all. It sounds like something from a Sega or going back a long time. But it just sounds absolutely awful. To some degree. For me personally, I like the bit where if you hit someone, actually how far away is everyone so that I don't know if you'll be able to hear it or you won't be able to hear it, but when you hit someone there is a clang, but at this precise moment in time, every time the car backfires, shoots some flames out the back, it just sounds ridiculously cheap and horrible, and I don't know whether that's down to the speaker in the controller or if that is just down to what they've programmed it to be. But it's not for me. I like the fact that when you hit things or when you hit things, let's just deliberately crash here. So I just got obviously force feedback through the controller, or vibration should I say, and there was a sound of a crunch. Which is great. The backfire just sounds cheap and horrible and really annoys me. But that's that. I mean, even the smoke looks different to the PS4. Go back and watch my PS4 video and see if you can see any differences, because to me, I can see a massive amount of differences from the tarmac to the fact that there's not just random bits of car floating in the air. I mean, that seems to be an update that they've gone with it. Also, the car seems to be easier to handle. I don't know in particular if that's something anyone else struggled on the PS4, but on the PS4 version, it just seemed to be an absolute nightmare to handle, which actually made it more fun because you crashed more, which is just generally what, you know, I mainly play this with my dad, and we have a great laugh at some of the things that, you know, we were crashing over. It was hilarious. You really do refine it sometimes. Like, I'm not usually this fast. Have I got this set on far too easy, or what? Because my car's in one piece, which sucks. This is not the point of the game. I'll just do a demolition in a minute, I think. That'll work. And the way the car now gets dustier, it doesn't just look like a skin that, you know, forms over time. It actually looks, there we go, it actually looks like the dust is forming and the mud is gripping to the metal, which is brilliant. Let's see if we can set up a something muddy. There we go. Yeah, same car, whatever. Last man standing. Yeah, you can. Let's just get straight into it. This is where I hope you see the most, because obviously I think it's low light, so the sun's sort of coming down a little bit, so you should see some ray tracing there. You should see the light beams coming through the trees. And you should also see the reflections on the mud, and the mud flicking up everywhere, and just everything coming together. Apparently it's just me and this guy. And wow, this is not what I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be mud. Okay, so me and him to the death. There you go. You can see the indentations in the mud there. If I can actually get back in, you sneaky little shit. I'm trying to do a video on how good this game is. Stop picking on me. There we go. So you can see the indentations. It's not quite how I was hoping for it to be, but it still looks pretty awesome. In PS5 4K running this, it looks amazing. I still can't hear it. Right. There we go. See if we can push it to the back. Come on. And the way it dents as well, everything, I mean, you can see where he drove up my bonnet and actually squished it down. That, you know, that's an attention to detail that wasn't there in the PS4 version. A bit would have just fallen off or something like that, or at least in how I imagined it. I don't think this guy's actually even trying to hit me at the moment, which is really frustrating. I mean, even the attention on the block, you know, it's got... Thank you. Let's cause some damage to myself. There we go. Let's go in reverse. You know, you've got your HD leads there. You've got your ignition leads, sorry. You've got the attention on the detail on the actual block there itself, and the headers and everything else. You know, you've got... I presume it's headers. But every basically, you know, they've gone into a lot more detail, I think, on this particular update for the PS5. This would have been so much better with a lot more cars. There would have been a lot more destruction. Let's see if we can't do that. Let's quit. Let's see if we can add some more cars to it first. Event options, opponents. What's the max? I want the max. There we go. Time of day. Let's do cloudy sunset. No, let's do hazy sunrise. Damage. Realistic. Let's do realistic damage as well. Let's make it really difficult for ourselves. Yeah, let's do it. Okay, this is purely just for destruction purposes, for you to all have a giggle at me not being able to play this game properly. Because I'm trying to record and also play at the same time, which, after a little while out, I'm struggling with, guys, I'm not going to lie. And I was about to say how loading time seemed to be a little bit quicker on it, but actually it seems pretty much the same. There we go, I mean, look how much better that looks. There we go. Now we're going to have some fun. Let's just hit everyone. Oh, head on for 22 damage. How's Mad Molly got away with no damage? And Pepper, what? Almost instantly. If you want to go back and watch that tiny little snippet over and over again, the fire on here looks so realistic as well. It actually looks really, really good. But I think this has more or less proved my point of just how good the PS5 version is and how powerful the PS5 actually is. So thank you so much for watching. Please hit the like button, subscribe if this video has been of any good to you. Leave some comments in the description below. Got to get used to put my hand up here. Hi. But leave some comments in the description below. Okay. Let me know what sort of PS5 games you want to watch next. And yeah, we'll go from there. But thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video. Thank you very much.